everybody. Thanks for watching Coast Life on this Friday. I wish it was a more beautiful Friday, but
I know.
We'll take what we can get.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're your hosts. I'm Paige Marley.
I'm Leah Rizzo, and I was trying to make a goal for this year, sort of low-key, to play around with more fashion choices.
Which I love.
As we can see.
It's adorable.
Just more patterns. I feel like I wear a lot of neutrals, a lot of similar color palettes, so I was trying to like brighten things up a little bit because I wear a lot of like burgundies, browns, like your fall color palette. That tends to be my go-to.
Yeah.
So I thought I would try and play around, and I was really trying to like build an outfit around this vest.
I love the vest.
And I was like, this is the only shirt I own that has this blue color in it, and I have a pair of pants that kind of matches this brown. They're high-waisted, and they have a little tie in the front, and they like cut off at the calf, I guess. They're like a capri pant.
Yeah.
And I was trying the outfit on last night. And the only thing that immediately popped into my head was I was joining my brethren on my fellowship on a quest to Mount Doom to dispose of a certain ring.
Let's roll the tape. Just kidding. It's a photo, but let's look at the photo.
I was calling it Shire Chic,
I love it.
on my way to Mordor.
It was so cute. I wish you wore it. I do like the skirt, though. The skirt does give it more like modern Blair Waldorf touch.
And I think with the haircut, like just the short curly waves,
right,
like it's especially giving Hobbit. It's giving 11sies. It's but I'm here for it.
But in the best way.
In the best way.
I like it. I like it. You look good. I'm giving basic. You're giving mystical adventure.
So maybe we'll bring the pants in the spring because they're lightweight pants anyway. So maybe you'll see some Shire looks, some Hobbit inspired fits this spring.
When you showed me that photo, I lost it. Because she's like, I look like I'm from Lord of the Rings or whatever the movie is.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, you don't. And then I saw the picture. I'm like, well,
just
but in the best
more
way.
than a little.
No, in the best way. I love it so much. I want to talk about something real quick that you guys probably saw all over social media. So this is funny. I brought this up this morning to some of my coworkers, male coworkers, and I'm like, hey, did you see the Stanley Cup craziness? And they're like, yeah, the Stanley Cup, like in the NHL. No, that's the old Stanley Cup. The Stanleys, they're like water bottles, tumblers.
They were the hot item this Christmas.
But they released their Valentine's colors, which is what they're calling like Target Red and something pink. I don't know. They're cute colors, but people went crazy. They were almost fighting each other in Target to get these cups.
Yeah, I saw a clip of that on TikTok somewhere where it was just like this huge crowd of people. I mean, to get I don't have one, so I can't speak to its effectiveness in terms of like keeping water cold or keeping your drink hot. I mean, I'm sure it does a great job at that, but so do so many other thermoses.
So many others. I just think it's crazy. And I was kind of bummed because I'm going to take you back to November when we were talking about Black Friday shopping. I was so bummed. No one was fighting for TVs and rushing the stores. It was like a normal day. But then this release of Stanley Cups comes out and people are pushing and shoving. Some Targets had to do a limit 2 per person. And there's a video of this mom bringing her little kids in and she's like, take these 2, go over there. You take these 2. It's like a 4-year-old holding 2 Stanley Cups.
That's wild.
It's just wild to me. And I'm like, what did you do? Just give your 4-year-old a credit card and say, here, go check out?
Right. Well, like, and for what? Like, who are those going to go to? Are they all for you? Are you giving them to family members for birthdays? Like, I just don't.
I don't get it.
I feel like people need to be a little bit more realistic. It reminds me a little bit sort of like I don't know if you've seen this on TikTok either, the people complaining about like 10, 11-year-old girls bullying them at Sephora.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Like, is your TikTok full of that?
It's, oh my God, the get readies with me, and they're like, and if you're not using Drunk Elephant, what are you doing? And I'm like, listen, I can't afford it.
Like don't you have a Kids Bop album to record?
It's insane. And like, why? She's like, the bags under my eyes. You don't have bags under your eyes. You're 10.
Like, leave the eye creams to those of us who need them. The 30-year-old Italians.
We were begging.
We got dark circles, man. Leave us the product.
Exactly. But I just don't get the craze. I mean, I have like a water bottle that I love. I don't know if I'd fight somebody for it.
No, I don't think I would fight anybody for it.
Unless
I mean, the one that I have, my little like cheap Hydra Peak one that I have that's all decorated with stickers. I love that one.
It's cute.
Might fight you for my stickers, but that's about it. I don't think I'm going to go to. I may drop a ring off at Mordor, but I'm not going to battle over a Stanley Cup.
No, definitely not. The only thing I appreciated about those videos was the passion.
Yes.
At least you have passion for something, but put that energy towards anything else, and the world could be a better place.
Yeah, maybe you're going to put that energy towards trying new things this year.
Yeah.
Things like, if you're a Sonic fan, I don't think we have any super close by on coastal Delmarva, but if you're up for a road trip, not too far, you'll find a Sonic, where perhaps you can try the peanut butter bacon burger.
Heck yeah, I would.
Yeah?
Yeah, easy.
I think it depends for me. I feel like what I'm missing, unless it's like a maple bacon, because I've had a peanut butter and jelly burger before, back when there was the pickled pig in Rehoboth.
Yeah.
That one was awesome. But I think, and it sounds weird. Like I was like, ooh, I don't know about it. And somebody else ordered it and I tried it and I was like, haha, I was wrong. It works. And I think a little bit of that like sweet savory.
Yeah.
So you need that sweetness. And if it's just regular bacon, I feel like peanut butter, bacon, nothing sweet in there is not sounding the best. Will I try it? Yeah, I'll try anything once, but
I would try it. I would at least like you said, the jelly, or need like a really cold, big glass of water.
Yeah.
You know, to wash it, because the peanut butter and the burger and the, you know what I mean?
True.
When you get like that.
Can't have a conversation after that. It's like,
just try to swallow. And it's a mess. But yeah, I think I would try it.
Yeah, we'll try it.
That's going to be my favorite part of 2024, probably.
There you go. I think we, and if you have any other like food combinations or things that you want us to try, even if we don't necessarily find it on TikTok, I know a lot of people have been enjoying our TikTok Made Me Try It segment. We can open that up a little bit to just things that you guys make us try. So if you come across any weird food combinations or recipes that you find online, make sure you send them our way, because we enjoy trying those.
We do have a TikTok Made Me Try It coming up today, which I'm excited for. This one I already know is going to work. So there's your little teaser for you. It's just a fun little snack that you and your kids may enjoy. So look forward to that. That's coming up later in the show.
But before we get to all of that, one more question for you. What is something that you're good at, but you couldn't put it on your resume? It's a useless skill. Or maybe it just doesn't apply to a job you're pursuing.
Well, let me think about this. I don't know. I was telling you, like, sometimes I wish I could put on there, like, I had this really funny joke and everyone laughed and it made for good television. Like, here's a clip, or, you know, like.
Funniest employee in the office.
I can be your personality hire. Something like that. Like, I bake for all the people in the office, you know?
That's a good one, yeah.
But I don't know if anyone would care about that. Do you have one?
I'm not like a graphic design artist, and I don't know anything about digital art, so I'm a good doodler, but I feel like that's not something that you want to see. Like, can doodle cartoons very well.
Right.
Most employers are going to be like, so she tunes out.
Right. I wish I could like apply to McDonald's and just be like, I'm a huge McDonald's fan, but I don't think that's enough to get you in the door.
I don't know. I think you got to have a little bit of skill.
Something. I can't cook. I couldn't get hired there. But there's probably something you want everyone to know you can do, but you can't put it on your resume.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Let us know what it is. I'm curious. Keep it
clean.
You know how it is. Keep it, you know.
But we have some more fun headed your way with Coast Life. Our field correspondent, Maya Henry, is going to tell us what's coming up on the show today.
Coming up today on Coast Life, looking for a new buddy to call your forever friend? This week's Pet of the Week will be the perfect match. And need some adventure for this winter? Join us as we explore activities to add to your winter bucket list. Plus, searching for some new tunes to start your day? Look no further, because we're sharing some of the hottest DJs to add to your playlist. All that and more when Coast Life gets back.
Coast Life is brought to you by BB Healthcare, Coastal Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning, Preston Automotive Group, Shell Brothers, and the Parker Group.
Coast Life, we know that summertime is a great time of year for our people visitor friends.
Yes.
But winter is a great time of year for our feathered visitor friends.
Ooh, okay.
Joining us on the Coast Life couch today, Jim Rapp with Delmarva Birding Weekends to tell us about some of those feathered winter bird friends.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me. Love being here with you guys.
We love having you.
We love having you. So temperatures are dropping. We're heading into the winter months. Who can people spot on their winter adventures?
Funny you said who.
Yeah.
So, to kick it off before I give that one away, if I already didn't, winter is a remarkable time of year. I know for many of us it's like stay inside, it's cozy, comfy in the house, but get outside, because already this year, what are we at, like early January, we've had, I'll use the word snow, right? So snow buntings. These are little white sparrow type birds that nest way up in the Arctic. They actually turn white in the summertime. They blend in with the snow there. But they're here on like the Delaware Bay Shore beaches. Snow geese. Most locals are familiar with the big flocks of snow geese that come in. Same thing, another Arctic nester. But we've seen reports of this year's first snowy owls on the beaches.
Oh my
so
gosh.
those are three birds right there that kind of, I know for birders it captures the imagination, but snowy owls, because of Hedwig, I guess, in Harry Potter, everybody loves snowy owls.
Yes.
So yeah, those birds are here. Winter waterfowl. I mean, there's up to 30 some species you can see on a good day of birding. It's really great.
Yes, I know. I went for a walk. I think, over the weekend we saw some of the bufflehead ducks that came to town. I was very excited that I ID'd them correctly. But with the snowy owls, I know that a lot of like responsible photographers won't disclose the location that they're seeing the snowy owls.
Oh,
so
you can't?
they're too protected. It's too.
I was going to ask you where I can go see them.
Well, I'll give you some general
could
guidance.
we get some pointers?
Yeah, and I'm glad you brought that up because, as birders, wildlife photographers, most people out there are really good about this. When these birds come here, they're migrating, I mean, sometimes thousands of miles.
Yeah.
And when they first get here, just like we would be, they're tired, they're hungry, they just don't need the paparazzi like gathered around them. And within every group of people, there's always a few that want to like, well, I'm going to get a little bit closer than you're going to get, or I want to try to throw some food or try to make it fly. Not cool. And if you're on like refuge property, you can actually be told to leave. So our encouragement is, yes, go see them. To answer your question, right now the best places are the beaches. I mean, I've seen them in the past at Cape Henlopen on the sand dunes there, Assateague Island National Seashore. There's not many, and it's a lucky thing to see them. But if you do get lucky, just please stay back. If you see the bird get agitated, just stop moving forward. And that's it, really.
They'll let you know.
Okay, good to know. I do have a little Hedwig that sits on my desk. That's why I was so excited to maybe see one.
Well, and there occasionally, and I don't know yet this year, who knows? There have been some years where there's like a couple dozen down here. Some years it's one or two. Every year is a little bit different. And there's a whole really cool thing about that, why they migrate the way they do. But the cool thing about our region is we have the habitat. We've got the refuges, we've got the parks, the beaches, the bays. And so all the species of birds we've talked about already, this is the perfect winter place. Like a lot of us go south, we are the south for them.
That's a good point. Okay.
Very true.
Yeah, I didn't think about that because I guess wherever they're coming from is colder, a lot colder.
Well,
this
it's
time of year.
colder, it's snow and ice cover. So think about hunting or fishing if like the Great Lakes, if they're frozen and you're a loon, you can't get under that ice. You got to go where the ice thaws. So as the cold weather pushes south, those Arctic birds who love it up there in the summertime really do prefer our waters and beaches and stuff in the wintertime.
Yeah,
interesting.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, we have other visitors too, right? I knew what you were thinking. Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
They don't have feathers though.
No, they don't. So, this has been a kind of not a new thing for Delmarva, but a recent thing that we've started with tours are seals. And so, particularly in the Lewis area, the breakwater walls where the beautiful lighthouses are off Cape Henlopen, in January, really December through even April, can be really incredible hangouts for both harbor seals, they're the smaller ones, like 200, 300 pounds, pug face, kind of like puppy dog, to the really big gray seals. I mean, the bulls can be 800 pounds, big horsey snout. And so on the tours that we run, we'll see them out in the breakwater walls, hauled out on the rocks. It's amazing. It's like going to Maine for the afternoon, and it's here in Lewis, Delaware.
How amazing is that?
Now, do you have some tours that are still available for people who are interested?
Thanks for asking. Yeah, we've got tours really from the first weekend of January all the way into April now. And with that, it's birds, it's seals, a little history, and a lot of fun, too. We have great partners at Dogfish Head, so we go have a beer at night and tally the birds we've seen. It's a really tremendously fun time.
I've definitely perused the available dates myself.
Yes.
Love to have you. Anytime.
Yes. So where should people go who are interested in booking a tour?
Sure. It's basically delmarvabirding.com, and all our tours are there. And it's funny because even though we're running the winter tours now, it's also like we'll see in the spring. Spring and summer come. We're always like one step ahead of the seasons. But the year round here, as we've talked many times before, is just fabulous for birding and wildlife watching. So get out on your own.
Definitely. Awesome. We always learn so much when you're here. Thank you.
Love having you. Thank you.
Yes, we love having you here, Jim. And again, you're a wealth of information, and it's fun to go through and ID all the critters that we see any time of year here on Delmarva. But we've got some more critters to introduce you to, possibly your new forever friend with our Pet of the Week that's on the way on Coast Life, so stick around. It is that time of the week again, Coast Life. Time to introduce you to possibly your new furry friend. This is Sky from the Brandywine Valley SPCA, and to tell us a little bit more about Sky, we have Gracie here. Gracie, what's going on?
Hello, this is Sky. She is from our shelter in Georgetown. She came to us as a stray, believe it or not, and she's been with us now for a couple weeks, and she's gonna now scratch her back. She is just a very energetic energetic, yet loving, fun dog. So
She is. Yes, she's got energy and love as big as the whole Sky.
Literally.
Now, what kind of dog is Sky? She's very unique looking.
yeah, we like to say that there's, sometimes we never really quite know 100%,
Sure.
but we believe she's just a mix of something, maybe some border collie.
She looks a little border
Yeah.
collie-ish to me.
Definitely, and she definitely has that agility and energy and that drive to go and learn. So
Yes, well, she is beautiful and lovely. She is an adult dog, and I think, this time of year, a lot of people have probably seen some videos of people getting puppies for Christmas and the holidays. So what are maybe some of the advantages to adopting a grown dog, an adult dog, as opposed to a puppy?
yeah, I think that although I think there is the saying about teaching old dogs new tricks, but I think it's definitely something that has proven to be wrong. I think that anything that's driven and has the right person to dedicate to will want to learn and have a good time. So I think that applies to her. She's only around a year old, so she still has that room for so many other things.
She's a big goofball. I heard she loves leaves too. That's her favorite.
Yes, if there was a pile right here right now, this is what would be happening.
That's so cute. She is so sweet. Now I know that coming up in just a little bit, Martin Luther King Day is coming up. Big day of service for a lot of members in the community. A lot of opportunities to give back. You guys have some of those opportunities as well, right?
Right. We're just encouraging everyone on that day off to come in, do any type of volunteer service, things of that nature, walk with some dogs and help out. And we think it's just going to be a really fun way to bring the community together and also, have something good for our animals. So
it is great. I know back in high school, I used to volunteer at an animal shelter and walk dogs. And not only is it great exercise, but again, you may never know when you're introduced to your furry friend that you were going to beg your parents to bring home.
so true.
So for people who see Sky here, they're interested in adopting her. What should they do? Where should they go?
Yeah, you could come right into down to the shelter to meet her, bring everyone in the family, and pets as well. And we will introduce you, and hopefully it's the match.
Awesome. Yes, hopefully, Sky, if you have a lot of energy, you like long hikes, Sky is definitely going to be a good match for you. And especially, again, in the fall where there's all those leaves to run through, jump through, play through, Sky is possibly your dog. So don't go anywhere, though, because we do have a little bit more Coast Life to get to. Stay right there. You're watching Coast Life, and we love supporting our local radio stations because one of my favorite things about listening to local radio is not only the fantastic music and the great up-to-date news and pop culture that you get, but you also get to be a part of it. So to tell us a little bit more about how you can get involved with radio, be celebrated with all of us, is Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3's April Brilliant.
Hi,
welcome.
ladies.
Welcome back.
Happy New Year.
Yes, you
Happy
too.
New Year.
Did you have a good holiday?
Yeah.
You did, yes. And you're the queen of Christmas. Did you have a good Christmas?
I had a wonderful Christmas. I'm sad though because I have to take those decorations down this weekend. So
I
that always bums me
know.
out, but
You don't have to.
yeah, I could keep it up a little bit longer. My birthday's in a couple of weeks, so maybe I'll just keep them up unless my tree dies.
That's right. We're both the. Are you January?
Yeah, you're
We're
January
both January
too.
birthdays. That's
Yes,
right.
very good.
Wait, are you the same day?
No,
Don't think so, but
on the
we're
20th.
on the
you're
18th.
close.
But we're
Okay,
close.
we're close. Yeah,
That's right.
Okay.
Twins
I'm
almost.
gonna have to plan some birthday celebrations. Awesome.
But the reason you're here
Yeah.
is to talk a little bit about some of the stuff that you have going on the station. They're really great features that help celebrate the community, which is what Coast Life is all about and what you guys are all about.
Absolutely. So my teacher feature is one of my favorite things, and of course we're halfway through the school year. So at this point, you should know your teacher pretty well.
Yes.
And if you have a teacher that's really going above and beyond, we want to give them some recognition. So you could post a nomination on our website, which is coastcountry.com. And then some Tuesday, I might feature the teacher on the air, which is always a lot of fun.
I know teachers are near and dear to your heart.
Absolutely, they are, because I have a little librarian in my house.
That's right.
So, yes, they are. And I used to substitute teach a long time ago as well. And let me tell you what, those teachers really give a lot.
Yes.
Sure.
Awesome.
Especially when you're a substitute teacher. They might take a little bit too. So we need to recognize all those wonderful ladies and gentlemen. But on Thursdays, my guest DJ, you guys should come and do that.
Yes.
On a Thursday,
my God, that's
right.
You have to take a little time off and come down and see me in Salisbury.
we can make it happen.
We have that on 11 o'clock hour on Thursdays. Guest DJs come in, hang out with me, go on the air, and just chit-chat a little bit about country music. I'm trying to remember, who'd you say your favorite artist was last time I was here?
Morgan Wallen.
Morgan Wallen. What do you think of his new haircut?
Oh, he could pull anything off. Honestly, I'm a big mullet fan, but it's okay.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
On Morgan.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, maybe not anybody
I
else.
did convince my fiance to get the modern mullet. You know what I mean? Where it's not the
Okay.
full mullet, like not like a Billy Ray Cyrus mullet, but the modern.
Oh,
I'm getting off
the
topic.
mall is having a moment again.
The mall, it is, but as soon as I convinced him that, Morgan shaved his head, but it's okay.
Here's the thing, I think you were really just kind of demonstrating some guest DJ skills though, because for those who want to be or are interested in being a guest DJ, you know, do they have to have any experience? Do they just have to like talking?
Absolutely. Light talking is good because sometimes I've had a few come in, especially children, they're just like, yes, no. You have to be a talker, so that's really essential. But if you are, whether you have a child that would be interested in doing it or you yourself would like to do it, just go to our website, coastcountry.com, and sign up for the opportunity because we have a good time. You get to introduce some songs. And
I'm going to sign up after this interview, I think.
I mean, I can only tell you how much fun it is to be a radio DJ. It's a great time.
I know you've been itching to get back.
It is. Well, and who knows, especially if you do have kids that are maybe interested. I mean, it could spark a lifelong interest in pursuing that as a career.
Yeah.
Maybe you've got some kids at home that want to be podcasters. It's a great way to kind of feel it out.
It's a wonderful career because every day is different.
Yes.
Which is fun for me. I couldn't sit at a desk all day, every day and do that. But we have lots of great things. Coast Country this year, we don't have an announcement for our big giveaway yet because we're still working on that. But one thing I can tell you is that we have lots of concert tickets coming your way.
Yay!
As always, because summer concert season is absolutely the best.
Yes, and it's one of my favorite things about country music.
And do you have any Morgan Wallen tickets?
Not yet, but you know he's coming nearby, so keep listening.
Okay.
I'll definitely
Asking for a friend.
Yeah,
I'll
a friend named Paige.
I'll definitely let you know. As soon as I hear, I'll let you know.
Okay, thanks.
About that.
Thank you. Okay,
See
well, I'll
what
be
we can
listening to
do.
Coast Country. Sounds good.
Please do.
Yes, as you can see, so many reasons to be tuning in to Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3, so that not only can you hang out with April, but who knows, on Thursdays you could join her as a guest DJ. And when is your teacher feature again?
Tuesdays in the 11 o'clock hour, yes.
Perfect. And they can sign up for all of that and nominate their teacher online.
Yep, coastcountry.com.
Easy enough.
Great. Thank you, April, once again for coming in, hanging out with us, hyping us up. Maybe we'll see you one of these Thursdays.
I hope so.
I hope so too.
Don't go anywhere though. We know that the winter months can be a little slow in the beach towns, but coming up, we've got some things for you to check out that are easy to do, some things even free to do. So don't go anywhere.
Well, we always talk about how there is just so much to do on the coast, and I think when people think the coast, the beaches, they maybe think the summer.
Naturally,
that's fine. We forgive you, but don't forget there's a lot to do in the winter. We're guilty of forgetting.
Yeah, and I think we kind of settle into hibernation mode, and then we're like, oh man, there's nothing to do. But the good news for you is that that's not true.
It's not true at all. And who knows that better than Ocean City Tourism? That's why today we are so happy to have Jennifer Evans with us on the Coast Life Couch. Jennifer, welcome. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for inviting me.
Of course. So first, we just want you to introduce yourself, if it's okay, before we jump into all the fun the coast has to offer. Tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do with OC Tourism.
Well, I'm the social media manager and digital guru, I guess. I work a lot on the website. I write a lot of different blogs. I do all the social posting and just work with a really great group of people, and we make a lot of our local advertisements. We do all the performances in the pack that have been happening throughout the year, and we just do a lot of education and brand awareness of Ocean City.
Fantastic.
Yeah. And I mean, there's been so many events this year in Ocean City that have been big successes. I mean, last we talked to you, we were talking the van show.
Oh yeah,
that's right.
That's right.
And I think that's also just sort of a testament as to who you are as sort of the spokesperson of events that go on in Ocean City, because you're a very adventurous spirit. Maybe what are some of your favorite things to do this time of year?
Oh, this is like a really nice time of year. It feels like it's almost a little bit of a reset. You kind of get to enjoy the coast to yourself. So it gives you a place to like explore nature, kind of reconnect with your surroundings. There's a lot of really beautiful parks to visit. I love feeling that crisp, cold air and that salty smell just when you walk the coast. And it doesn't get too, I mean, there's still a lot of days in winter where you can still walk with your shoes off. In the sand. Might be a little cold at first, but it does it just feels so good to be able just to take that moment and just really appreciate the beauty of where we live.
Definitely. Yeah, I remember growing up when we would vacation in Ocean City when we didn't live around here, and we would always say like, oh, Ocean City must be a ghost town, you know, in the summer or in the winter, and how do people live here year round? Now I get it. But what does Ocean City specifically look like in the winter and the fall months?
Well, the fall, it's still actually really busy.
Yeah.
Plus the leaves are changing and there's a lot of really fun events. As you move into winter, people start to switch gears. They get ready for the holidays, you know, the winter festive lights, and then that kind of concludes the end of the year with a fireworks celebration on New Year's Eve. But then January and February, things kind of hibernate just a little bit more, but there's still a lot of restaurants and businesses that are still open. And there's still a lot of places to explore, like trails. Maybe if you don't like the bugs, now is a chance to go just bundle up a little bit and just take a walk through that nature. There's no mosquitoes there to bite you. So it's like you kind of get the best of the both worlds. You're not in the heat, so you can go out for extended periods of time, but it's all, you know, just always make sure to bundle up and just wear the protective clothing. Still a lot of surfing happens, golfing.
Oh, yeah.
People still love to fly kites, play frisbee. I like to search for a lot of shells after storms because they tend to wash up, along with various places for sea glass. The colors of the sky just have a nicer, softer pastel feel to them. And then, I don't know, it's just something about the air. It's just really beautiful. And then the bay, a lot of fishing takes place, a lot of rock fishing this time of year. So it's like, yes, there's not as many crowds and people and a lot of great food specials, but overall, you just kind of feel like you have the place to yourself again.
Yeah.
Kind of, you get to reconnect with your favorite places and those places that you love and always want to be in. A lot of them are still open in the winter.
Yeah, kind of goes from the sort of over-the-top hustle bustle of summer into the sort of quiet, small town that a lot of people grew up with Ocean City always being.
Yes, yes. Well, even now, just talking to you, it almost sounds like you really know the hidden gems of Ocean City, and you really get to know the hidden gems in the off season when it is a little more relaxed. So we're going to be back in just a minute, but coming up, Jennifer, you had this really fun blog post where you listed a lot of fun things that people can do that maybe you didn't think of before, even if you lived on the coast forever. I know. People are like, I'm from here. We know, but there's still some really fun ideas. All right, so Jennifer, we'll be right back with you in just a minute. Yeah. You're watching Coast Life, and just a minute ago we introduced you to Jennifer Evans with OC Tourism, and the good news is the fun's not over. She's still right here. We are still talking to her about all of the fun ideas you have. So you put out this really cool blog post, if you will, on your Ocean City Tourism website, and it was, fun things you can do in Ocean City during the off season. And to be honest, we're like, oh, it's probably the things we've thought of.
But there's a lot of stuff on there that we never even considered, or I didn't even know was there.
Right. we already got started. We're like, we're going to try this. And we're going to try this. So I know we built this up a lot. We're going to let Jennifer explain. Jennifer, what was on this list, if you could give us some of the reminders?
Yeah, well, one, even though I'll do the indoor one first, just because it's the first indoor one, but you have to go ice skating at the carousel.
That's the one that I was really excited about, and
outdoor.
honestly didn't even know about, which I feel stupid not knowing about that, but I had no idea.
That hotel has been around for generations, and just something about going to ice skate inside. It's still cold, and you feel like you're outside, and it's just so much fun.
Yes. Love it there.
It's a lot of fun, so that's definite. Have to give that a whirl.
Have to.
Second is, like we talked about, of course, shelling. It's a great time to go shelling, especially after winter swell.
Yeah.
The conchs, whelks come up onto the beach. Just be careful there's no living creatures inside. If there are, we always just leave them be.
Yes, please.
You don't want to remove them from their environment.
Good reminder.
And plus you can watch seals come in the winter time, and there's a lot of owls, and there's just so much the bird life around here. So there's like a lot for bird watchers. This is a great time to look for owls, listen for owls, and watch the migration of the birds as they go back and forth through the bay and the ocean. It's just really, the sounds are beautiful. Yes. I also really love, like in Northside Park, if you want to do something different, they have an outside gym where you can do like sit-ups and pushes and pull-ups, and they have like an outdoor exercise area underneath like a pavilion area outside. But if you want to just do something in the open doors, get some exercise, go there, or take the trails, walk there. I love even walking over at the Assateague side where the Radcliffe house is. That enchanted, I called it Enchanted Trail, but you walk through a forest of trees, and in the summertime there are a lot of bugs. So that's why, like in the fall and the winter time, it is a great place to take the children. It's a great place to just go for yourself for a nature walk, and you get to see a really cool historic building at the end of the trail. I also really like flying a kite at the kite loft. You can get amazing kites.
We love the kite loft.
Yes, always something of an adventure when you go to the kite loft. So, and just to see your kite in the sky, it's a little gray, so it just kind of makes the sky pop with color. It's a fun. There's lots of wind. Plus, you have a lot of the beach to yourself.
Yeah, that's a
so
great point.
you're not really feeling like you're stepping on people.
Yeah.
I actually really enjoy taking a bike ride and going down the side streets in Ocean City. There's a lot of unique houses and architecture and just different time periods and places and spaces of homes there. And it's just a really neat way to explore your surroundings. I mean, people find there's a castle in Ocean City that a lot of people don't know about.
There is.
Like us.
Right. I know, I heard about that. I didn't know if it was true or not.
Yeah, there's a castle on the Bayside. It's a really unique structure. It's been there for a very long time.
Does someone live there?
Yeah, people live there, and I think they rent it out in the summer.
Oh my gosh. So don't just like ride your bike up and like start taking pictures in front of it.
Yeah,
But I mean, amazing.
I love that.
Okay, so this is what's adding
list of Instagram photos to take
to the list of things we have to do. But you also have like fun crafts on there. I mean, this is really a unique list. Like I said, you kind of think, even if you live at the coast, oh, I already know all the little hidden gems. But there's a lot of creativity that maybe you didn't think
I
of.
love some of like the specificity too, like with shelling, you said look for heart-shaped rocks. Yes, I think that's a great one to get the kids excited about it too, because sometimes I might be like, oh, shelling, like that's not as cool as my iPad, but like if you give them something specific to look for, then it becomes a game.
And it's amazing, once you start looking for something, you start noticing them everywhere. So all of a sudden you're like, oh, the rocks are shaped like hearts. Oh, the shells are, oh, look, a cloud. Like it all just kind of comes full circle, and it just makes for a great activity because then you're just looking for fun stuff.
Yes.
What else? We have so many things. We were making sun catchers.
Yes, with the frozen sun catchers.
I think we're going to try that actually on another day of Coast Life. The frozen sun catchers is a really unique idea. Yeah,
and something fun too. If you just want the crystal clear ice, just make sure to boil the water.
Oh, good tip. Very good point. Yeah. You guys have so many great ideas. Where can we continue to keep up with you and learn more and keep up with all of your cool blog posts?
Oh, you can go to ococean.com/blog. There's a variety of fun reading that goes on throughout the year there. I think we try to post at least 3 or 4 blogs a month. Awesome. So there's always new content up there weekly to read.
Great.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much, and thanks for keeping us updated. Really great ideas, especially maybe you're trying to get the kids out of the house, get them away from those electronics for the rest of the winter. Just keep up with OCOcean.com. Yep, I got that right? Awesome, there we go. All right, well, Jennifer, thank you so much for being here today. We'll have you back again soon, I'm sure, because you just always have good ideas. Right now, though, a good idea is to just stay where you are, because we have more Coast Life coming your way. How delicious does that look?
Delicious.
So good. I know for TikTok when you try it, sometimes we do more kind of gross or potentially gross things.
There's some more challenging items to try. There may be
Yes.
some things that you wouldn't put together in your head, but maybe on the plate they're good. And we've been burned before, so they're not all winners.
No, not at all. But today we thought, it's Friday, and you're going into the weekend. It's going to be bad weather this weekend. So why not give you something simple, fun, delicious that we know most likely will be really good and easy for your kids too. So we didn't have those fun little holiday Pillsbury cookies.
No, we couldn't find them, man. We looked everywhere.
Oh, it's so many stores in Rehoboth Beach and in Lewis. Couldn't find them. So
Everybody bought them all.
everyone did. They saw this TikTok before we did. So instead we just have regular, these are like the Pillsbury pre-made dough
Perfect.
cookies.
Nice and easy. We're going for simplicity here.
Going for easy. Here you go, Leah.
Alrighty, thank you, ma'am.
And then again, I know they used, I think it was vanilla ice cream. Or no, they used, was it mint chocolate chip? Something else.
Your choice.
Your choice, honestly. So we were gonna go buy ice cream, and then we said, no, this is all about what you guys have in your fridge and your freezer. So we just have coffee ice cream because this was in my freezer.
And Paige was like, is coffee and cookie, is that gonna go together? And I was like, I love dipping cookies in my coffee, so I think it's gonna go together just fine.
Exactly. So a little helpful hint, we left the ice cream out for just a little bit, so now we can dig right in. I got us spoons and knives.
Yeah, I think
don't know
the
what you
spoon
want.
might be the way
Depending
to
how
go.
soft it is. But
Yeah.
Here we go. And Leah, she isn't the biggest ice cream fan, but today she's being a trooper.
Well, and every now and then, remember like at the pool as a kid when like the snack shack would open up, I did like the cookie ice cream sandwiches every now and then, so I can do it if there's cookie involved.
Did you like the SpongeBob ice cream with the bubblegum?
Yes, with the bubblegum eyes.
So good.
They were so funny.
This looks
Keep it
delish.
simple,
Yeah. Oh man, we wanted to have sprinkles. Well, you can add sprinkles to this.
Oh yeah,
I
that's
just
right. Yeah,
remembered
you can
that.
roll it. Yep.
Yeah, roll it in sprinkles. Again, this is just what you can do with what
you
you
have
have
on hand.
Exactly. Cheers.
Yeah.
Let's try it out. I knew it would be good.
Yum.
This is awesome.
I like the coffee ice cream with it too.
I do too. The sugar cookie coffee ice cream. Sorry for talking with my mouth full. Is what we recommend. But I like that. This is me thing. I didn't overbake the cookies. Otherwise, it'd be really crunchy. I think it's nice. They're nice and soft.
Yep. Yeah, because I think you don't want too crunchy of a cookie to go with the ice cream. I think that would really throw off everything we have going on here. But yeah, you could roll this in chocolate chips or sprinkles.
Dip it in chocolate, like fudge. Okay, a lot of options for you.
Get creative.
And please send us pictures if you try this. Again, this is super easy. I mean, look at what we did with for your kids. Just maybe a fun way to have a dessert that you didn't think of before.
Exactly. Nice and easy.
All right, we'll be back next week with another TikTok made me try it. TikTok made me try it. But right now, you can stay where you are. We'll be back with more Coast Life.
Don't miss any of your favorite Coast Life moments. Hang out with us on our socials, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. We're there. And don't forget, you can find full episodes of Coast Life at coastlife.com. There's more Coast Life on the way.
Leah, Valentine's Day is coming up. I know it's hard to believe.
I know.
It's a little over a month away, but do you like those little sweetheart candies, the little hearts?
You know, I never really have. I feel like because it's like eating chalk. It's like snacking on chalk.
You know, I think that's why I like it.
It could be.
You know what I mean?
You are a weird texture girl.
I am that kind of like weird, like, eats ice. You probably would eat. Let me stop. Anyways, let's get to the real reason. Would eat chalk. The real reason I brought this up is because they always have sweet nothings to give to your significant other on them, but this year they're like, hey, the single people need some loving too. So but it's not like motivating you, like go single. It's like blurred lines messages on them this year.
Okay, fun. That could be fun.
Some are like literally blurry, like you can't tell what they say. I almost feel like they just took the misprints and like threw them in.
Probably.
They also, like, the messages don't make sense. It's like words in weird orders because it's supposed to be like mixed messages.
Ah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
But again, I also just feel like last year they just collected all the ones that had messed up words and blurred photos, and they were like, well, just give these to the single people.
Right. Not quite sure whose marketing idea this was, but it'll be fun.
It'll probably work. Like if you're gifting something to your single friend, and I saw them, I'd be like, heh.
I think it could work. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just glad I'm not in the dating scene anymore. Sorry.
Yeah, it's rough out there. I mean, I did a little bit on like Tinder briefly when I was single, and it was tricky.
And that was years ago. I've heard it's just gotten worse.
Yeah.
But look, if you're struggling, you're obviously not alone because Sweethearts knows your pain, and they're making some treats for you. I just don't know if they're going to make single people feel better or not, though.
Yeah, see, this makes me think that I was right in my original assumption that the Sweethearts taste like they made one batch and one batch only of like 8 billion million kajillion hearts, and it's all just from that original batch.
Yep.
And if the mixed messages don't make any sense, that's why.
That's why, exactly. But hey, I would buy them. I would gift them. So if you're feeling single and ready to mingle, there's your treat this February. Okay, well, we have a lot coming up Monday. I almost said tomorrow. Monday on the show.
Yes, we're going to be talking with our friends at BB Healthcare about how you can stay healthy in the new year. I know a lot of resolutions revolving around